With the Summer of Anime 2022 lineup being in full swing, it's safe to say that this season is holding down the fort nicely until the fall hits. Call of the Night being the most beautiful showcase of pure vibes after hours, Danmachi coming in for pretty intense season 4 so far, Isekai Life giving us that perfect cliche isekai junk food that we can't stop eating, and Classroom of the Elite reminding us why we never want to be on Ayano Koji's bad side. In a previous video I talked about summertime rendering, and that show in One Piece is still giving a lot of weekly greatness, especially One Piece. Toei is absolutely flexing as of lately. However, I'm always on the lookout for the show that's either not talked about or overall slept on, and this time it was me sleeping on the series Chorus Recoil. I can't say why I slept on this one, but after catching up to the rest of the seasonal series and speeding through this one, it's definitely fair to say that this series is also one of the best anime airing this season. The story follows an organization known as the DA, who leads an organization of elite undercover agents known as Chorus. In a sense, it's like a bunch of Black Widows given how they operate. They make the magic happen in a blink of an eye or in secret, and you would never know they were even there at all. Their objective? To keep the peace and protect society from any and all threats towards it. Those who don't know they exist will practically never know, as the DA tends to cover up things, and those who do know may not live long to tell anybody else about them. The main characters are a dynamic duo of opposite personalities. Starting out, we have Chisato, who is the most chaotic ball of sunshine who has reflexes to dodge bullets that will put the Matrix to shame. She is one of the top Chorus agents that also does not kill, as her values align with not wanting to take people's time away, so in short, she shows mercy without it affecting her duties. Her new partner Takina, who is the inverse of her personality, being more serious and by the book as possible, but another skilled Chorus in the same manner. After being kicked out of the DA for a very unfortunate incident, Takina is pushed to work with Chisato in hopes of one day being able to return. Unlike Chisato, however, she will actually kill somebody, and that's typically what the Chorus are trained for, and the story pretty much takes off from there. Chisato's group handles the problems the DA will not, and it opens up a lot of opportunities for different weekly events. It's a mixture of intense action and slice of life, as it has the girls working together and also learning about each other. I mean, sure, there are plenty of bad guys out there, and for the most part, the series is sticking to one giant problem with the antagonist at hand, but who cares when you can have Chisato acting like an absolute goofball at the aquarium. Throughout the series so far, you really get the idea that the show has a lot more to offer outside of the action. Even if you don't care for the slice of life stuff, which let's be honest, you will, there is still a lot of subtle moments and interesting moments with Chisato and her origin. The thing about Chorus is that they are all orphans, and working for the DA is pretty much the only way they can have some form of purpose. A common question Chisato was asked is what her mission is, and apparently the person who saved her life is a character that belongs to an organization known as the Allen Institute. What the true nature of the Institute may be is anyone's guess, but it's safe to say that those who may come from it might have another form of mission on top of being a Chorus. Episode 5 presented this question in a manner where Chisato's response had the questionee shocked. It's as if what she responded with wasn't the answer they were expecting from her. This can lead to the idea that Chisato might have a pretty heavy past, and it's possible that the radio tower incident in which Chisato became a famous Chorus for, since she defended it by herself, might have more baggage than we may have anticipated. I would not be surprised, because this show really does give me a Black Widow storyline vibe. At some point, the one Scarlett Johansson plays in the MCU found a better purpose, and it seems that Chisato's character might be following alongside a similar storyline, but with a potential history catching up to her at the same time. When it does catch up to her, I expect a full circle to come around, as Takina, who was given a broader perspective on her own life from Chisato, will also be able to pick up her partner as well. This show is a really good summer seasonal from A1 Pictures, and it's one that I'm definitely glad I ended up binging, because what makes seasonal anime isn't the constant long-running shonen that return every week or annually. Shows like these tell a great story and have a perfect balance of all the things we as a viewer need to get us on board, and it's something I cannot recommend enough this season. This entire time I have spent talking about the story, and yet the action sequences in the show are just as awesome. Even the opening, which is directed by Shingo Adachi, slaps. Just for correlation, Shingo Adachi is also the same person who directed the Sword Art Online Alicization OP. You can probably make that connection when you see Takina and Chisato walking together in the same smooth fashion as Kirito and Yu-Gi-Oh do. I'm looking forward to see what comes of this big antagonist group in the future of our duo. I can imagine some ideals will be tested, and having each other's back is going to go a long way. If you haven't started this anime this summer, I definitely recommend you to do so, and in the event that nothing I have said has convinced you, then just watch the show for the entertaining hacker. That's pretty much it for me though. As always, thank you for watching, and if you have been keeping up with Chorus Recoil weekly, let me know all your thoughts about this series so far in the comment section down below. I also just wanted to take a moment and tell you thank you very much for 500 subscribers. Your support is definitely appreciated, and hopefully I will be able to interact with you all in the community tab soon enough. I plan to keep you guys updated on news, announcements, and future videos, so make sure to keep a lookout for my posts from time to time. Also, feel free to let me know any topics you would like to see me cover on the post, as community input is more than welcome. It wouldn't be the first time I've made a video from a comment, and I hate for it to be the last. Stay cool out there, and I will catch you guys in the next video.